You are listening to the Knock Picnic podcast with your host, Joel Goralski.
Woo! Bienvenidos. Buenas tardes, everybody. Buen domingo. It is domingo here, June 2nd in Mexico. A big day. There's elections underway, and you know what? The Mexicans are very serious about their elections, and everyone's out voting. It was great to see. I'm still not able to vote because I do not have the citizenship yet, but I'm working on it. I think I've been saying that for 3 years now. Anyways, because of the whole COVID thing, it got slowed down, and I think 2024 has got to be the year. I just got to make this happen, and just get the citizenship and just get it out of the way. I'm pretty well. When I meet people, I say I'm 99% Mexicano, anyways, and so I might as well become 100% Mexicano. And that is the goal. Anyways, welcome. There's a little bit of a new format for some live streams. We're also going to be doing some podcasting without video. Sometimes people are just a little less hesitant to come on a podcast if there's no video. Like my beautiful wife, Jillian. She prefers not to be videoed. But her and I are going to do a little podcast after I do this. Welcome, bienvenidos. We're going to do a draw live for up to $2,000 worth of vacation credit. We're going to do two $500 vacation credits and one $1,000. And I think we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to do a trivia. Yeah, Jillian's shaking her head. She's walking in the background. She's like, no trivia. Anyways, we're going to play a little game show I've created. And the new podcast is called the Narco Picnic Podcast. That's the Narco Picnic Podcast. Bienvenidos. This is basically just a test. I'm testing out some equipment, testing out some of the features. I had zero expectations when I went live, so if all of you could have zero expectations as well. If I'm turning my head, I'm turning it towards the computer just to see what people are saying. Feel free to jump on the chat, ask a question. Jalen says, hola. Scott Fox says, hola, hola. And Aleta Ayard says, hola. So hola to all of you as well. Bienvenidos to the first Narco Picnic podcast. What is that? What does that mean? Well, it does have a very interesting story. And I think as we let this podcast evolve, eventually everyone's going to get hints and clues into the story. And then maybe one day someone will just figure it on their own. And if not, we'll just go behind the reason for this name. Because we think the name itself is kind of intriguing. And we're going with it. It's the new Narco Picnic podcast. Still going to do videos as we normally do. Jillian and I were in Oaxaca we're supposed to only be there 4 nights, and we extended our trip by 2 nights because we were having such a great time. And the only downer that we had on this whole thing was dealing with Aeromexico. And I'm going to do a video on that experience. Basically, what I can say is don't use the Aeromexico points plan. Their rewards program sucks. It sucks beyond a reasonable level of sucking. Like, I don't even know how I can explain how much it sucks, but it just literally sucks. And I was kind of stoked because I have this American Express card that I got in Mexico. And over the past several years, I've been creating all these points. So I had something like 200,000 miles or points that I could transfer. And I could have transferred to British Airways. Maybe it was United. I think there was United Airlines was another one that I could have transferred it to. But I got suckered into transferring those points to Aeromexico. And I regret it because I can't get them back and I have to use them up. And I'd rather not use my hard-earned points with Aeromexico, but there is a story behind that, and I'll share that in a video, and hopefully I can rattle some cages there. They don't seem to care, to be honest, over the situation, but that's unfortunate. Anyways, bienvenidos. We're going to do a draw soon on the randomizer for $500 of gift credit. So if you won already, you can't win again this year. So you're automatically excluded. And that's just for the new round. If you want it with moving to Mexi.co, no problem. You are entered into this draw, so there is no issue there. But I thought we would first do a little draw just on the randomizer. I'm going to go. So I got to turn away from the camera and look at my screen here on all the vacation entries. I'm going to put in the total numbers. I'm going to hit generate. So number 99. There's a couple guys that have like entered like a billion times. So if they're on this, I'm gonna avoid that. But they're not. So congratulations to Allison Egland. That's Egland. Allison Egland, who also commented, "I would love to see Bucerias. You have won yourself $500 in vacation credit to be used at Casa Victoria Villas, Villas Victoria." I kind of always get all our projects mixed up, but oh, and also Casa Familia. So those two, right, Jillian? I stand corrected. There's a little bit of dry throat today. I don't know. It's like, it's dry. It's humid outside. We're starting to get hot, but it is dry. We need some rain. Things are so gray. That tastes good. So, Jill, I need a quick trivia question. We're gonna play a little game. What? Okay, so I'm gonna make this an easy one. Okay, so if everyone is ready, this is for the people on the live stream. The first person to answer the question correctly will win. And we have a little new game show. It's a new challenge, and anyone's going to bring in a little guest here, and it's going to set it all off.
Señores, les voy a decir quién soy. Yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. Ustedes pueden aceptar mi negocio o aceptar las consecuencias. Plata o plomo.
Plata o Plomo. So welcome to Plata o Plomo. You get the answer correctly, you get the Plata, you win. So the Plata in this case is a $500 voucher for staying with us at maravillanairit.com, at Casa Victoria or Casa Familia. But if you get the answer wrong, well, you get the Plomo, from Scarface. I mean, you got to watch that guy. But so it's Plata or Plomo. It's up to you. You got to get the answer right. And the question is, we are in a federal election here in Mexico, right? And name one of the three candidates. And it's got to be a woman. So I guess one of the two candidates that are a woman. What is the name of one of those candidates? Oh, Scott Fox was quick. He gets the slot machine. He wins Plata o Plomo. There was no gunfire there, Scott. You were like so quick. And B. Elliott said Claudia, but didn't get the full name, so we have to exclude you. But I won't bring Scarface back in this case. Anyways, Scott Fox, congratulations. You've won yourself $500. You can reach out to info@maravillanairit.com and you can let Jillian know you won, and she will give you all of the details on that. So, comments below. Again, this is the first time we are kind of using this technology. Got some good mics, got a headset, got a little Zoom PodTrack P8 that allows us to, mix in some music, some kind of fun stuff like that. I've on one of the podcasts, I'm able to kind of like play excerpts from other podcasts of stuff that I think is kind of interesting, so you could take a minute or two to kind of like listen to it together and then talk about it. I have a list of potential guests that I want to get onto the show, and it's to talk about kind of everything Mexico, but kind of everything that's kind of going on in the world, right? And what kind of propelled us to make this change. And I think it has a lot, I know it has a lot to do personally for us and a lot of people I know just everything that's kind of happening globally kind of brought us to this magical country, and we are super stoked to be living here. And yeah, I've got some videos coming out on Oaxaca. Our journey there was simply amazing. I think I got 5 or 6 videos that we're going to put out. It was that good. And so stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for the first podcast. It's going to be with my lovely wife, Jillian. No video. I'm going to have some video that's kind of in the background, but we're just going to kind of maybe chat about our trip, chat about Mexico and all things that are on my mind. Just looking back to the computer to see, yeah, so audio and video are great. Thanks, everybody. That's good. And yeah, congratulations, Scott, for your win. So on that note, I'm going to go to the randomizer again, and we're going to draw for the $1,000. This is the big daddy here, and so we'll see. It's number 137. And again, if you're one of those people who've entered a million times on this thing, I'm going to exclude it. And oh, Jillian, you won't believe this. Guess who won? It's someone you know, and she was just here a few weeks ago. Her name starts with an A, and her last name starts with a B. Angela Bain. Yeah, that's Jillian's old personal trainer from Calgary. Maybe it was more than a few weeks ago. She was here visiting with some friends. But Angela Bain, and don't tell her, she's going to watch this video. So maybe you should tell her she should start watching some the at Boosteria's Joel videos to see what's kind of going on there, because that's the thing. We don't notify anyone if they won, so you have to watch the videos. You got to listen to the podcast to see if you are a winner. For Plata y Plomo, we're going to do something fun. We're going to have a way for you to actually call in, so kind of like old school radio style. You can call into the show and you can play the trivia contest. And if you win, you get the Plata or whatever the prize happens to be. Actually, I do have some silver. So one day we're definitely going to give away some silver on Plata and Plomo. So comment below what you think about the new idea of this podcast. Do you like it? What do you want to see from it? And again, let us know how the video is looking, how the audio is sounding, and that's about it. So on that note, I'm going to kind of like say goodbye. Nos vemos. Hasta luego. And adios desde Bucerías, Mexico, aquí on the Upper East Side. Please, everybody, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with all your friends. Let them know that they can win a trip, or at least a gift certificate, to come hang out with us here in Mexico. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will see you all soon.